electric spark that lit up Hollywood during the Roaring Twenties was nothing short of a phenomenon. But behind her irresistible smile, behind the headlines, behind the scandals, stood a young woman who survived more than most could imagine. Tonight, we uncover the girl behind the legend. She was born in 1905 in the blistering heat of Brooklyn, New York. Not in the glamorous part, no. She grew up in a tiny, broken apartment surrounded by poverty, rumors, and fear. Her mother was mentally ill, often unstable. Her father, a drifter, unpredictable, and distant. Little Clara had no toys, no comfort, no safety, just survival. But even in the darkest corners of that Brooklyn apartment, one thing flickered like a tiny flame, her dream of escape. She found it in the silent movie theaters, where stars glowed like gods, and life looked brighter, gentler, sweeter. She wanted to be one of them, not for fame, but for freedom. When she was just 16, she entered a movie magazine's nationwide beauty contest. A long shot, a miracle, really. Yet Clara won. Her life changed overnight. She boarded a train to Hollywood with nothing but a suitcase, a few dollars, and eyes full of fire. Hollywood didn't know what was about to hit it. Clara Bow wasn't like the other girls. She didn't pose carefully or speak softly. She didn't pretend to be anything she wasn't. She was wild, real, alive. When the cameras rolled, something in her lit up. A raw, natural magnetism no one could resist. Directors said she didn't act. She exploded. Audiences were mesmerized. They saw a woman who broke every rule, yet somehow made it look pure, fresh, irresistible. She was joy. She was movement. She was electric. And Hollywood crowned her the it girl, the girl who wasn't just beautiful, she had something mysterious, something unteachable, something that made the world stop and stare. But with fame came whispers, rumors, jealousy, scandals. And oh, Hollywood loved a scandal. Clara's personal life, friendships, romances, parties became tabloid gold. Every move she made, someone exaggerated. Every friend she had, someone twisted into scandal. She once said, "I was the happiest when I was on the screen, and the loneliest when the camera stopped." And that loneliness, it grew. Her mother, unstable and unpredictable, once tried to harm her while she slept. Her father claimed her success as his own, drifting back into her life only when she was famous. She trusted people, and they betrayed her. Producers used her, studios controlled her, journalists mocked her background, calling her rough, cheap, unrefined. They didn't understand the trauma she carried, the poverty, the abuse, the hunger. They didn't see the little girl who had survived everything and built herself from nothing. All they saw was the it girl. Then came 1927, the year she exploded into superstardom. Her movie It made her an international icon. She wasn't a character, she was the sensation. America fell in love with her laugh, her spark, her unfiltered charm. She'd walk onto a movie set and instantly lift the energy by 10 degrees. People said she didn't need lighting. She brought her own. Men adored her. Women admired her. Critics worshipped her. She was everywhere. Posters, magazines, newspaper headlines. She was the face of the Roaring Twenties, the symbol of modern womanhood, the girl who broke the rules and made it look beautiful. But the world changes quickly. When sound films arrived, Clara struggled, not because of her voice. She had a lovely, warm Brooklyn tone, but because talking pictures required precision, discipline, and emotional stability. And Clara's heart was cracking. She suffered panic attacks, exhaustion, emotional breakdowns. The pressure was relentless. Every newspaper headline mocked her past, called her wild, unfit, scandalous. She didn't know how to shield herself. She didn't have anyone to protect her. Hollywood, once obsessed with her glow, turned cold. In 1933, at just 28, Clara Bow walked away from fame, walked away from the cameras, walked away from Hollywood. She moved to a quiet ranch with Rex Bell, a kind-hearted man who loved her for who she was, not for who the world wanted her to be. Together, they had 2 sons. Clara tried to find peace, and for a while, she did. But the wounds of childhood, the trauma of fame, the pressure of being an icon, they never fully healed. She spent her final years quietly, wishing the world would forget its cruelty and remember her joy. She passed away in 1965, only 60 years old. But her light, it never faded. Today, Clara Bow is more alive than ever. Her films glow with the same fiery energy. Her smile still lights up screens. Her presence still feels modern, rebellious, free. She was one of the first women to show the world that being bold, being real, being yourself wasn't something to hide. It was something to celebrate. And she did it long before Hollywood was ready. Clara Bow wasn't just the it girl. She was the girl who changed everything. As you drift into sleep tonight, imagine her, a young woman in a sparkly dress, dancing under 1920s lights, eyes full of mischief, heart full of fire. Hear her whisper through time, "Be yourself, because no one else can do it with your spark." Good night, Clara. Thank you for the light you left behind.